which I drive. So basically, I work with the customers, especially on the operational technology side, to make technology relevant for their business processes. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening again. My name is Manish Kulkarni. I work for BDP India Private Limited, which is a business consulting and strategy consulting organization. I come from Pune.
Hello, good evening. My name is Kushru Wakharia. I am working for Bharat Bijli. I am basically a supply chain head earlier and very recently taken charge as a plant head also for Bharat Bijli. I am actually in motor divisions. I have experience of planning, sales, center marketing offices, supply chain, and now as a plant head. Thank you.
I am Shrikant Savangikar. Almost for 20 years I was working as factory manager for SKF Pune plant, and then now I am responsible for the business excellence, quality and sustainability for the country in SKF.
Good evening everybody. I am Girish Parundekar from Blue Star India. I am divisional head manufacturing engineering and responsible for 6 plants across India. I had a 25 years experience, out of that 18 years in motorcycle division in Bajaj Auto, and handled projects, production, manufacturing engineering, quality and allied functions. In Blue Star I am handling manufacturing engineering as well as manufacturing excellence program across all plants.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good evening. My name is Rajendra Saratka. I think there is some spelling mistake. I represent the Godrej Interior. Now, Godrej Interior basically is focusing on the furniture manufacturing, which we sell in a B2B as well as the B2C. We have got 5 plants across India, and 3 plants which is in Bombay and 1 is in, including at Bhiwandi. So I am looking after all these 3 plant as a manufacturing head. So the experience is almost 22 years in manufacturing, work in quality, maintenance, manufacturing, process engineering. So practically all critical, areas of the manufacturing. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Bappa Bandopadhyay. I am working for Henkel. Henkel is a German company, about 17 billion euros, into adhesives, laundry care and beauty care globally. In India, we are mainly into adhesives. We have 9 factories across various locations in India. We make various types of adhesives, sealants and surface treatment products. And I head operations and projects for India. And I have been in various sorts of chemical and other manufacturing industries, in mostly all areas: safety, health, environment, projects, operations, engineering, basically an electrical engineer. So now I head the operations and projects for India. Thank you.
Thanks. Can we have introduction of the observers as well, quickly?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sandhya Ketraya. I'm from Henkel, a colleague of Bappa. I handle corporate communications and branding at Henkel. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mahesh Aloni. Work with the Bappa in Henkel. So I take care of 2 factories of Henkel, which make big industrial adhesives in Navi Mumbai. In chemical industry, in all the way in operations last 23 years. Thank you.
This is Team ITP, so we can have introduction.
Myself Vivek Mishra. I'm from Raymond Limited, Vapi division. I'm looking after finance and accounts in Vapi division.
Good evening everybody. I am Sanjay Asgaonkar. I am looking after yarn manufacturing in spinning department, Raymond Vapi.
Good evening everyone. I am Swapnil Sagar. I'm a part of business development team working along with Vinay, and probably I'm the one who's going to be interacting with you more after this particular session. Welcome everyone.
Evening gentlemen, this is Nilesh here. I'm working with Manish. I'm also part of BDB team. I'm looking after the western region as far as the business development is concerned. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Avnesh Gulati, and I'm working as a program manager for in Cisco for the growth vertical.
Let's give our ourselves a big round of applause. We have.
I was just going to say, as Sai just said, I'm part of Team ITP as well. I'm the deputy editor for Manufacturing Today, Mitali Kurtekar.
Yeah, now she deserves a big round of applause. So we have seen that we have this sectoral representation. It's very interesting to know people from adhesives to automobiles and chemicals to motors and air conditioners to different products, automotive. So we have good gathering here today, and collectively what we are going to do is we are going to have this informal session, as I mentioned in the beginning. We are going to discuss few ideas and your opinion and your views and experiences and case studies if you have any, to come out with the roadmap ahead for making the shop floor smart for manufacturers. As Vinay said in his opening presentation, that Industrial Internet of Things and how it is impacting the manufacturing sector. In fact, the sensors and devices which are on the shop floor, they are rich in data but poor in information. A huge amount of data is getting generated. And the potential, according to a study, potential impact of Industrial Internet of Things is going to be 11 trillion US dollars by 2025, out of which manufacturing will be 3 to 4 trillion dollars. It's a huge thing. I would like to pose a starting question to all of you. When you think about smart shop floor, what are the key elements that come to your mind when you think about a smart shop floor? So maybe we can start with Mr. Vakharia and then go around the table. Or if someone wants to pitch in between, it's okay, because this is an informal session, so there is nothing, no fixed format. You can always pitch in with your views. So maybe we can start with Let us welcome Tirthankar Mitra from Cisco. Late Tirthankar Mitra. Who is late?
Sorry, apologies. It was a month end for us, so little rush of madness. Yeah.
Thanks. I have the identity now.
Great. Thanks.
So maybe you want to just introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. Briefly. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tirthankar Mitra. I'm the Director Sales for Commercials, responsible for the entire Western region business based in Mumbai. So first of all, I apologize for the delay, because we got stuck in a month-end closure, and there were customers like you. And so welcome to this event, and it's a privilege to see all of you out here. It's a full house today, and I'm happy to be part of this. And we did similar event in Pune a couple of months back. I'm looking at the turnaround out here. I'm quite excited that we will have a very interesting round of discussions. And obviously, IoT, Internet of Things, Internet of Everything, is not only an emerging technology today, but it's a disruptive technology in the sense that it is throwing up a lot of thoughts and ideas in terms of how people process and data and things are putting together and deliver business intelligence, which we have not thought about around 3 years or 5 years back. And it has got direct impact to business, whether it's a manufacturing company, and this is all across the industry. And today we are going to talk specifically around the manufacturing, focusing around some of the production related issues, some of the shop floor related issues that you all are facing on a day-to-day basis, on the quality side as well, and how we can use some of these technologies which Cisco has built through our partner ecosystems in terms of delivering a larger business value proposition for all of your customers. So with this,
thanks, Tirthankar. And let us start with, I posed a question to them when you just walked in, was when we talk about smart shop floor, what are the key elements that come to their mind, and how do they define smart shop floor? So maybe Mr. Vakharia can start with his opening, and then we'll go around the table.
As I told you, I'm from Bharat Bijli. We are making motors, and the volumes are high there. In the sense, we make about 600 to 700 motors of different sizes every day, and we see quality as a first aspect in us, because normally we see whenever we increase the volume, somewhere or other the quality gets deteriorated somewhere. We collect lot of data of information is there, I would see as, am I audio?
Yeah, recording, so you need the
Okay. Hello? Yeah. So one is on the quality aspect completely, that how we capture all this data, how we analyze and how it gives us input that where it has to be touched exactly. So that is the main thing, because many times we see whenever we increase the volumes, quality, we call it as first time pass, because that is a measurement for us that how our products will be performing outside on the field there. So there I feel we can capture all this information and we can help get this helping information completely.
Yeah, I'm coming from SKF, and SKF is bearing manufacturing company, and then seals and other things also. So when in our manufacturing environment, particularly the cycle times are very low. 1 second, 1.5 second, a bearing gets manufactured. So in an hour, there are 3,500 bearings coming out. The bearings are flowing like water. And then all the machines which are 2022 in the line, those are all interconnected. And there is a processes dependence on each other. So if there is some quality problem in the previous machine, the next machine will not run. That will stop. And these kind of things have been developed by the predecessors or by the machine manufacturers, but as we are going ahead, we need to integrate those in a good way. Otherwise, those become a troubleshoot kind of thing. At Escape shop floor, we sometimes jokingly say that the machine can stop for 2 reasons. One is it is very old, another is it is very modern. So in both the cases, there are issues on the shop floor. If it is very modern, then the worker stands there and he doesn't know what to do further. He is very often ITI pass or 10 standard pass, and then he can't handle the intricate electronic and software things on the CNC machines. So from this perspective, if we use the analogy of smartphone, the smartphone is very, even the 10 standard boy also can handle, or even the children also can handle smartphone in a very user friendly way. We are using TPM in our factories, and the TPM says a concept as my machine. And in my machine, we put up the photograph of the worker on the machine and say that he should completely own the machine as if it is his own motorcycle or it is his own bike. And he should take care of everything, right from the preventive maintenance, predictive maintenance, shutdown maintenance. So a smart technology should help him to do that. He should have some sort of console in his hand, a friendly environment of the machine, and he should be he should not fear about the machine. He should have full knowledge of the machine, and he should be able to use it in a very good way. Then only productivity and his own fatigue will be reduced. So that's what I see the content in smart manufacturing.
Yeah, good evening. Once again, Girish Parumdekar, Blue Star. Before directly telling about the elements which can really affect and drive and need to be focused, I would like to quickly brief which are the real drives which should be focused for driving the smart manufacturing. Typically, there are 5 things which I feel which needs to be addressed. Then the elements will come. The first is, for any smart manufacturing or smart business or smart floor, the profitability for the company or the growth of the company, if it is to be made competitive and we have to sustain, we have to focus on 5 areas. Number 1 is the world-class manufacturing. Every company must drive certain things under world-class manufacturing. Second is the innovation. Innovation, there must be continuous work on the innovation, which will also turn into the profitability and the growth. Third is the sustainable manufacturing. We must focus on the sustainability and drive sustainability so that the environment is protected and our next generations are also protected. Fourth is the smart manufacturing, the way digital we are talking. But the whole thing is again the smart business, where everywhere you have to play a role. So smart manufacturing, when it comes, then the digitization, IoT or M2M, all these things, how we can drive. There are a lot of examples as we discuss. I will brief you what can be done which we have implemented. And fifth is the continuous improvement in all above. That is the world-class manufacturing, innovation, sustainable manufacturing and the smart manufacturing. Only doing one time will not be sufficient. We have to continuously focus, monitor and improve upon. So these are the driving elements for any business to be really smart. If any of the thing is missing, one or the other way, your growth or the profitability will be continuously coming into a problem where you need to bounce back. Having said that, the main key elements which really needs to be driven under all these 5 are, we have a formula or we have a methodology, we call it 6M, 2T, 1E and visuals. When we say 6M, it is man, machine, material, method, measurement, material handling, time, tool, and E means environment, health, safety, and V is for visuals. In all these elements are to be addressed in whether it is world-class manufacturing, innovation, or smart manufacturing, or the sustainability. We have a chart which is to be addressed for which, and for those things we have to work upon. We will show you the matrix whenever time comes and time permit, how we address it. So this 6M, 2T, 1E and visuals in manufacturing will play a key role or the key elements which needs to be focused. For example, if we take man, then we have to see what all things we need to do for man to be smarter and to deliver the output from the man to be smarter by automation, digitization, IoT or M2M or the simplest low cost techniques which can still yield the best of the productivity and best of the morals. Like that, each element has its own parameters for delivering the smart manufacturing. We can talk with the next questions what exactly needs to be done as we go along.
So when I talk about my industry, basically we are manufacturing the furniture. Now furniture is a lifestyle product, and as you know, individual customers always have got a different taste, different style, different look. So there is a continuous pressure how you keep on innovating in your product offering, giving the what value for money, and biggest challenge how you do the segmentation. Typically, the furniture industry is like a highly segmented, or we said almost 80% is unorganized, 20 to 20% is organized. So when you are facing the competition for organized as well as unorganized sector, then always challenge is how to make your supply chain more efficient. We talk about more agility, how you build up the agility in your supply chain, because you cannot predict which SKU can move on which cannot move. But at the same time, you have to ensure that, because now gone that old days where the customer can wait 3 to 4 weeks for getting his furniture. Today we are talking about within 1 day or a maximum 2 to 3 days, person expect that delivery of the product, which he believes is something exclusive for him, which he doesn't want to copy, which is something available at his neighborhood. Now that is how this is a challenge. We try to handle it by focusing on multiple initiatives. And one of the biggest benefit which we got when we went ahead with the TOC. Now TSC, which we took a platform, which like a guaranteed availability. We book that you will get the guaranteed available product within a stipulated time frame. And it is back because TSC is basically a management tool where you bring a focus on where is like bottleneck resources and everybody get aligned with that thing. And the TPM also we gone. Basically, when you want to exploit that bottleneck, so TPM help you because it gives a complete methodology how to identify the losses, how to eliminate the losses, how to improve the OE of that resources. So these are the not only restrict to the factory, but you have to extend it to your suppliers also, because the whole supply chain is critical to if you want to give the committed delivery. And these are the various initiatives which we manage to integrate internally and able to give the differentiated solution in terms of whether there is a delivery, whether there is a product per se in the market. So far we are able to achieve certain milestone, but yes, there is a lot of scope. And we also try to say how we can integrate with the digital technology, because today, as I told you, because when the lead time is shrinking, then the availability of right information, right time is become very, very critical. And the digital play a lot of important role to giving the necessary input, so the people are empowered to take the decision and able to see that material flow. So this is how the situation which we have, and this is how we are managing the challenges in our plant.
Yeah, as I said, I'm from Henkel. We make all sorts of adhesives in India, and you can think of adhesives in a flexible packaging, adhesives which goes into a baby diaper, adhesives, laminates, everywhere, mobile phone, every sort of adhesives we make. We make adhesives for aerospace. We also make sealants. For example, Mr. Aher is our customer. We supply to all the major OEMs in the automotive industry, starting from Mercedes-Benz to Maruti to Mahindra, all of them. So those are the sealants type of products. Now our factories that way are very much different. Some of the factories produce say up to 25,000 tons a year. Some produce as low as 200 tons a year. Very different sort of formulations, different sort of, the way we manufacture for the end application. So we need a different customization in the different industries, in the different units we have. However, there's a common theme, which is, of course, if I say it in order, safety, quality, productivity. So this is what we have paramount in our minds. Now, what happens is the basic weakness